Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I don't know what time of day it is for you, but welcome to another vlog. It's a brand new vlog and we are now in prep. So everything has changed. It's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be updating you guys on, what is my body looking like? What's my weight like? All of those things you kind of already saw, a little bit of stats, supplements I'm taking, all of that stuff. So if any of you guys have questions on those things during this time, go ahead, comment them down in the comment section. Clearly that's what it's called, below, and I can answer them and get to them, but I want to try and kind of answer as many questions as I possibly can. I just put a thing up on Instagram in regards to asking any questions about my current prep or previous prep. So I never introduced myself. I'm Kayla, also known as Kayla Fit if you're new here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to do cardio right now, so let's get into the video. It's a little windy outside, so I might not be videotaping, but let's go. It is freezing outside, and I'm someone who I always leave like my windows, my patio doors open to just let the fresh air in, and it saves me money. And last night it was like 70, like high 60s and like rainy, whatever. I like that. It's chill. Woke up to it being 30 degrees. It was like under 60 degrees in my apartment, so I was like, what the fuck? And I don't wear a lot of clothes when I sleep because I just want to be free, and I was like shivering. It was ridiculous. But yeah, every morning I get up, I do the routine that you saw, and then I go to the gym and I do cardio. I'm lucky to live close to the gym. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm lucky. I've built this little empire and I got myself to the place that I'm at. Why is there a truck on the path? This is the Atlanta Beltline, which is super cool. Everybody walks, runs, exercise here. It leads to a bunch of different things. So I don't know what this truck's doing, but yeah, so I have like an 8-minute walk every morning. I usually just sip on like my pre-workout as I walk, and I go do cardio. My current cardio regimen right now is every single day. Hopefully you can hear me, it's super windy. Every single day, 30 minutes. So that's what it's been since we started, just because we started this prep a lot earlier. Normally I have 16. My last prep, my first ever prep last year, I did 16 weeks. And then I had another 8 weeks or so on top of that before my next show, which was Summer Shredding of 2020. So in total, it was like 24, 26 week prep. This one, we had 13 weeks. So we're already on week 12. My body's transforming very, very fast, which is awesome. So we're on the right track, but we're definitely gonna have to run my body into the ground at some point, which is okay. I signed up for this. I put myself in this position, and I'm ready to take on everything that I possibly need to transform my body and take home a motherfucking W, because I took home second last time, and that's not gonna fucking happen this time. Y'all better hear me. So yeah, hopefully again you guys can hear me. I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna go do cardio, and then yeah, I'll see you guys after. I'm back. I was gonna do a little kind of physique update, like where I'm at after like a week, and then the locker room was all closed off and there was some men in there and it was just weird. So we didn't do that, but I'm back in cardio, crushed my 30 minutes. I'll just show you what my upper body is looking like right now, because we've definitely changed compared to my last physique update that I did. Not previous video, but the video before that. I'll link it up there. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of update on what I'm looking like right now. And then I have a ton of questions from you guys about my current prep, about my previous prep, that I'm gonna answer throughout this video. And yeah, so let's see what my body's looking like. We got a lot more definition and shred than we did in that previous video. So check out the sweat stains, lady. All right. Here we are. So, sick. This is what we're looking like. A lot more ab definition. So yeah, so we're looking like that's just a week. It's crazy. My abs are so much more prominent. Starting to see striations in my shoulders. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, that's why I'm turning this a bit, but crazy! We're gonna get ready to test this. I'm gonna answer a couple of your guys' questions. So first question, is, let me read it. Do you think you truly overcame your binging from last show, and what helped you the most? So I wouldn't say, like, I don't think I can 100% say yes to that, because, you know, like, a day can change and everything can change so fast. Do I feel like I'm in a very good headspace? Yes. A much better headspace than I've ever been with it, with food, my relationship with food. It's just so much better than it's ever been before. So I would say that, yes, that has given me major confidence. And yeah. What helped me the most? Probably knowing that almost every competitor goes through this. Like, nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about the binge eating after. Everyone hid it and acted like they were okay. And, like, honestly, that messed me up, because I went through it and then I thought it wasn't really normal. And then I communicated with all of these other, like, competitors, and they're like, this is normal. I went through it. Like, a lot of people go through it. And I'm like, why does no one talk about this? Like, that's messed up that no one shares that. Everyone pretends they're okay. And, like, I don't like that. So I shared everything with my binge eating thing, and it opened so many of your guys' eyes to what really, you know, can happen. It can really mess up your potential or your relationship with food. And my biggest advice is just know that it does happen. Is it okay? No, but we go through it, we learn from it, and I've learned a lot from it, and I have a plan, you know, going into the end of my next show, and I just feel like I'm in an overall great place right now because of it. So yeah, but it's also put me, you know, in a position where I now understand a lot of different things that I didn't understand before, due to going through that experience, especially as a coach, and it's just a human overall struggling with something like that. So as much as it sucked, I learned so much from it, and I'm grateful for it, honestly. What do you feel is the toughest part about prep? Honestly, the toughest part, I would say, is those who don't understand your lifestyle, like acting like, oh yeah, like I get it. Because I don't struggle with doing everything I need to do. I just wake up and I do it. Like I don't, you know, like sometimes I'll complain, yeah, but like that's normal, we're all human. But I just wake up and I get my shit done. I get my cardio done, I get my workouts done, I eat the food I'm supposed to eat. Like, I do those things. So I don't really struggle with that. And I feel like some people do struggle with that. So, like, the toughest part maybe is not being able to, like, enjoy, like, genuine time with people. I try to, but it's hard because it usually involves food. So that's hard for me sometimes. I think I'm in a better position now where, like, I just understand my goals are different, and my family just has to understand that, and friends have to understand that, and they can get the fuck over it or not be my friend if they don't get it. That was, like, all over the place, but maybe that answered it. I don't know. Figured I'd answer a couple more questions, and then I'm probably gonna go for a walk even though it's freezing, but gotta get those steps in, get a little movement, go grab a jug of water, because I don't have any Max. Yes, I am. He is mad. Okay, let's see. What? Come here. Come on. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. We know the mental toll it takes to do it, but have you ever been able to answer, is it worth it? So I've actually talked about this a lot before. Like, I think honestly, like a month ago, I did like a Q&A, or over a month ago I did a Q&A, and I was like asked like if it was worth it, if I was going to compete again, all of that. And I was in a very different headspace about it, like very drastically different headspace. And I was like very negative about it. And, you know, like I have taken the time to just really think through it and like, is it worth it? There's parts that are, yes. And there's parts that maybe you question and think it's not worth it. And I think that's with everything you do in life. You're always going to have to like weigh out the odds. And after weighing out the odds, I clearly chose to compete again, right? My show is June 20th. But I think that the parts that are worth it are being able to completely shut everything out and zone in and do everything I need to do and get to the end product and be like, I fucking did this. No one did it for me. I did it. I had the discipline to do this. I kept myself together. I ate the calories. I tracked the macros. I did all the workouts. I, struggled but always pushed through. Those are all the worth it's. And to show other people, especially like the audience, that I can do this and so can you in any aspect of your life. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding. It could be building a business or whatever that is. Like, that shows you that you could do anything you put your mind to. And those are the worth it's of it. Is like going on stage and judges just staring at you and being like, oh, you look great. You don't look great. You could be better here. Is that worth it? No, I don't think that's like the fun part at all. I think the fun part, getting up on stage and like showing your physique, that's fun. Posing that routine that you've been practicing for weeks on end, that's fun. That's worth it. But I just don't like the judging aspect of it. And that's why I'm not competing in like NPC. That's why I'm competing in just like a fun show, summer shredding, and I get to meet a bunch of people who are following me, and I get to meet influencers that I follow, and it's an amazing community, and it's a fun weekend, and I'm just so excited to do that again. So hopefully that answers that question, because I know that, a couple, like a month ago, I was definitely in a different headspace about it. So good question. What is the lowest your calories have gone? So let me just preface this. Understand that I am prepping for a bodybuilding show. I am not prepping to just have a beach body for the summer. That's not my goal here, right? If that was the case, my calories would not get as low as they've gotten before in my previous preps, but we needed to get absolutely shredded down to the bone. As a female, your body is totally against that. It does not want to get rid of body fat, especially once you get to a certain point. It is so against it. So we definitely had to go to very extreme measures, and I was okay with that because that's what it took for me to get on stage and present my best package. Just so everyone understands, this is not okay to eat this low. It was not for a long time. It was for a week, just for me to get finally ready to go on stage. And I was eating just about 1,000 calories, no carbs, and we got shredded to the bone, and it was so worth it. And I'm so happy we did that because it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Obviously it's not sustainable. You could definitely not do that for a long time. It is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. Bodybuilding and getting prepped for show is not healthy. It's not a healthy sport, so nobody come at me, you shouldn't be eating this. Shut the fuck up. Like, this is what I do. This is my choice. And again, it's not healthy, but I enjoy it and it's fun. So what made you want to compete? So I'm going to add to that question. I'm going to say what made you want to compete again? Because you guys have kind of already heard why I wanted to compete, but what made me want to compete again is I just felt really like this is kind of deep, honestly. This is gonna like be on a very much personal level, but I felt as a creator and like as an influencer for you guys, I felt like I was like lacking something. I felt like I wasn't fulfilling this thing, and I felt really kind of lost. And the second that like summer shredding was announced, I like this huge thing inside of me was like just lifted, and I was like oh God, so anxious. I was literally like walking laps around my house like, do we do this? Do we pull the trigger? Like calling people, having conversations with so many people. A lot of my close friends got texts from me about it, and I was just like back and forth, what do I do? But I had this like rage in me, this excitement in me to like get back on stage and to just like fucking chase this again and do a crazy cut and reveal this body, and to do it again, but to take first and bring home the hardware, the first place trophy, and like all of that stuff. And it just lit me, like it lit this crazy fucking fire in me. And the next day we started prep. It was a lot of long conversations with a lot of people in my life, and we came to the conclusion that the June show was the best because, one, I want to be able to live my life the rest of the year. I don't want to do what I kind of did last year. I prepped all year. It was fun, but it took away from a lot of different things that I could have enjoyed, and I didn't as much. So that being said, we're like, let's rush this prep. Let's, it's not ideal to rush a prep, but we knew that where my body is, that we could get where we need to by stage day. It was going to be hard, but we could do it. Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to compete again. It just like, I don't know, like something about it is just, it's just like has this like fiery thing in it, and like I can't really explain it to you unless you feel it yourself. Maybe it's like you're an athlete and like you're you're going to do your sport and you're just lit the fuck up when season starts again and all that, or maybe you're an artist and you get to show your artwork and like it's just so exciting, like that's like that's what I mean, like that's what I felt, and I was like, let's fucking go, like let's fucking do it, fuck everything, like let's lock in. And then the second that my brain switched, I have not thought about anything else like at all. So yeah, I'm just happy that I took the decision. I was like, let's fucking do it, like let's do it. And yeah, we're gonna rock out. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go for a walk. I probably should. Welcome, we're back in the kitchen. What do you know? Cooking up lunch, pre-workout meal. We are going to do 1.5 servings of this protein green lentil penne. Tons of protein packed in that bad boy, which is awesome. We're gonna do that with 6 ounces of some ground bison. I get it, it's 90-10. I get it from Whole Foods. That's like the best one. I've tried Kroger, I've tried Publix. Whole Foods has the best ground bison in my opinion. I love the taste, it's amazing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook that up, that'll be our pre-workout meal. And then yeah, so let's answer some more questions. All right, question is, where did it go? What's something you hope to have improved on this prep compared to last? I would say, I hope that, why every time? I hope my back is thicker, and I hope that my legs come in more developed. They've definitely put on some size, we can tell, but I'm hoping that my back is thicker, which it's looking like it is, and my quads are more developed, and also we can get them as lean as we need for stage. That's what I'm hoping for. What's your favorite meal on prep? Well, that's always kind of changing. So I was meal plan based, and then I like lost all my hunger because my body was like, we're not going to continue to eat the same shit. So like I was force feeding myself. So we went back to a macro based, and now that we're macro based, I would say like I pick like meals that I like. I eat that mostly the same for like 5 days, and then I switch some things up here and there. So I would say right now my like favorite is probably some sort of like oatmeal. I've been eating the blueberry muffin, better oats, so good. 1 packet of that with some sort of meat or like a protein shake of some sort, and that's just been like my like yumminess, like it satisfies me, I guess you could say, but that's always changing. So yeah, you can ask me that in like 8 days and it'll probably be something completely different. So, but that's what I like right now. That's like my favorite meal, I would say. It's usually like my pre or my post workout, because right now all of my carbs are based my pre and post workout. I don't have any carbs at night typically anymore. Not because carbs make you fat at night, only because we're trying to keep my blood sugar down, and also I don't need them at night because I'm not exercising at night. So yeah, this is being difficult. Thank you for getting over there. 6 ounces of ground bison, and then waiting for that water to boil so I can throw this protein pasta in. Next question. What's something that surprised you during prep? I like this one. I would say like, I would say my discipline, and like, one sec. Like I truly, I don't struggle to get to the gym. I like, some days I don't want to, yeah, but I'm never like, oh, I'm not gonna go, or like I've just never missed a day. Like I do everything I need to do, and that's what surprised me, was like, because some people are always like, that's crazy how disciplined you stay, that's amazing how like you do what you need to do, that takes so much drive, that takes so much discipline, that takes so much hard work. And I'm over here like, I got done with prep and I was like, yeah, like I struggled, but it wasn't as hard as everyone made it out to be, if that makes sense. Like for me specifically, everyone's different, but I was so surprised at how easy it was for me to get up and do the things I needed to do. Like that blew my mind. I was like, wow, like I can be a robot if I need to. I don't know, maybe that, hopefully that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't, hopefully it does. All right, ground beef is done. ground bison, you can say. Actually, I want to put that in the microwave real quick. Just to sit in there, stay warm. Pasta's still cooking. Tips for first-time figure competitors. I would say that you need a coach. If you don't have a coach, good luck. Just don't do that. Don't do that without a coach. Understand that, yes, your body has to look a certain way, but if you step on stage and you don't know how to pose properly, you just lost. You died at all this long time because you didn't get a posing coach. You didn't focus on any of that stuff that's also very important. And then now you're on stage and you don't even know what you're presenting. Like, I see it too often and it's embarrassing. Don't embarrass yourself. Like, if you're gonna put that much work in, make sure you're filling out all factors. Get a posing coach. Get a coach and get a coach to run your macros, your calories, everything, peak week, etc., training program, and then make sure you have a posing coach who you see in person and you're practicing posing every single day. That would be my biggest piece of advice. I would love to hear about your prep journaling process. So I shared it on my story while I was in Florida that I'm journaling throughout my prep. I guess you could say, like, what I'm writing about is like, I write the date, I write what my workout for the day is, what are my macros, what was my weight that morning, and then I just write what's on my mind. Like, you know, and I do it at the end of the day. So I try to. So if I forget a day, I'll do it in the morning of the next day. But I just write the process of the day. How was I feeling? What were my energy levels like? What was my mood like? How was my workout? How are my hunger levels? Like, I'm literally doing check-ins with myself every day in that journal, which is really cool. Or if I'm off, why am I off that day? What's going on in my head? How am I doing mentally? So it's really cool for me to be able to look back and really analyze it and also be in touch and in tune with how I'm feeling during these times, you know? Like, you're with yourself a lot. No one wants to be around me when I'm eating the foods I'm eating, and, you know, like, I don't know. So, yeah. Do you struggle with body dysmorphia? I think this is something that a lot of us struggle with, if I'm being completely honest. The answer is yes. When I get super shredded and lean, you see this absolutely insane superhero looking like structure, and then in order to be healthy and at a healthy state, because that's not healthy, you have to put weight back on. You can't look that shredded and lean year round. It's not healthy. You definitely develop this, I don't look my best because I don't look like this, which was the best that I've ever looked like, if that makes sense. So I would say yes, I definitely struggle with it. I've gotten a lot better with it in understanding the process of this is what we have to go through. This isn't healthy. This isn't maintainable. All of those things. So yeah, if you're struggling with something like this, talk to others, communicate that with others so they can help you, write about it, be honest with yourself. Yeah, it just takes time. You have to work on it though. Where do you get your fats from on prep? Right now, all of my fats come from eggs and then from my ground bison. So there's like 11 grams of fat per serving, and that, which is 4 ounces. I usually have a lot of ounces per day. So that's where I get a majority of my fat from, is from my meats and eggs. How did you commit to your first prep? I feel like my body isn't capable for some reason. I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I knew it was going to be an adventure, and I knew it was going to be a journey, and I knew it was going to be fun, and it was going to be challenging, and there was so much I could learn from it that I was like, the worst I could do is go through it, and then what? Like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, I think that don't ever think it, that if this is something you truly want to do and you've been thinking about it for a while, hire a coach, do it. You know, your body's in a great position. Let's go for it. There's no, you can't hurt yourself doing it. Yes, there's some things that can come out of it, you know, like, the ending and kind of making sure your relationship with food is okay, body dysmorphia, stuff like that. It's inevitable, you know, but if you're very strong-headed and you're a very strong person mentally, you can get through it. Don't psych yourself out. If you're already psyching yourself out, that makes me nervous for you to do it. Anyone who's psyching yourself out, you just have to, if you're confident in yourself, do it. If you're not confident in yourself, that's a deeper problem, you know? How did you feel after the show? So, how I felt after the show, you could actually go watch both of the videos on how I felt. It was an amazing feeling, but it was also like you walk off and you're like, all right, like, that's it. You know, like, now I get to eat foods I wanted. I haven't eaten for 16 weeks or however long. So I would say the high part comes from being on the stage. Once you're off the stage and the show's over, it's kind of like a a little bit of a lost feeling, a little bit of a what's next feeling. That's how I felt personally. You know, other people may be different, but that's just how I felt. I'm very like much like, all right, what's the next thing we got to do? What goal do we need to go through next? What is the next? Like that's me, and that's my mindset and the way I work. It's not always healthy because it's hard for me to be in the moment sometimes, but that's kind of how I felt, honestly. But I got to meet, at Summer Shredding specifically, got to meet Christian, Max, all those people, so that was super cool. And then also I got to meet the whole Ghost Takeover team that I've been, you know, talking to for over a year, so that was cool to put a face to a name and actually meet these people. So it was an amazing community and environment, I would say. So yeah, just being with family, being with friends, enjoying these foods you haven't had in a while, it's awesome. But yeah, the part of me was just like, what's next, what's next, what's next? All right, there we have it. This is my meal. It looks so good. I'm gonna eat this, then head to go work out. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more questions and then I'm gonna wrap up this video. This is Patung. I don't know if you can see her, hopefully you can. She's my snuggle bug. What are your go-to meals throughout prep? I feel like I kind of explained this a little bit, but like I'll just go through the food I eat. It's all basically the same. I'll just mix it around. Like a protein, gluten-free pasta, ground bison, some chicken here and there. I get sick of it very quickly. Oatmeal, eggs, egg whites, vegetables, asparagus, zucchini, onions, bell peppers maybe, strawberries, protein powder. That's it. That's all I eat. So you can just make meals out of all of those. Basically, that's what I do. All right, last question. How did you know mentally and physically that you were ready for another prep? I would say that I don't think you'll ever actually know that you're like ready in a sense, but I like I said in the beginning of the video, I had conversations with people who were like near and dear to my heart, who are close to me, friends, family, and I asked them, I was like, you know, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Like, do you think I'm ready? And I don't know, some people wouldn't ask other people. They would just kind of like do it based off of how they were feeling personally. And I just wanted feedback from those around me. Like they see my habits, they say who I am, you know, so having those conversations, everyone was like, go for it, do it. Why not? You sound like you're ready. You sound like you're in a good place. And that's what like secured it for me, where I was like, you're fucking right. Like, I'm ready. There's no right time. And you know, it's been 5 months. Like, let's fucking get this show on the road. Like, let's fucking do this. So, yeah, I guess you could say that's it. So, yeah, thank you guys for asking all these questions. Hope you guys like this video. I'll probably do another one as I get deeper into prep and answer your guys' questions for you. But, taste test. No sauce. It's like 40 degrees out and windy. And I'm really mad about it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're at like 4,200 subscribers. Our goal, yeah, it is our goal. My goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we could do it way faster than that. I believe by the end of prep we could definitely get to 10 subs, but I can't do it alone. It takes us as a whole to be able to do that. So subscribe if you're not already. Outside of that, if you're going to support me using, you know, my code with Ghost, which is KALO, saves you 20% off. Please send me a message so I can thank you personally. I appreciate all of that, and I know I love that you guys love Ghost as much as I do. I get to share my love for it with y'all. And yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm excited with where I'm at. We got just under 12 weeks till show day, June 20th, and I'm ready to fucking crush it. I'm ready to bring the best package I could possibly bring to the stage, and I'm ready to bring you guys along with it. So get ready. We're going to be posting a lot more on YouTube. Next video is going to be March favorites. You guys love those videos. They do decent. So I'm going to do my March favorites. I got a lot of shoes in March. And yeah, I got a lot of shoes in March. So we're going to go through that. I'll let you know what my March favorites were. I'm going to go eat this and work out. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember, control the controllable and believe in your damn self. That's half the battle. All right? Let's have a great day, great night, morning, whatever you're watching this. I love you guys. Bye. No, stop it. Why do you always do that?